welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So as the title states, we are going to be dyeing my eyebrows today. So obviously right now I do have eyebrow product on, so these are not my natural eyebrows. After this intro, I will wash my face, show my natural eyebrows and all that goodness. But I saw something recently on Snapchat about a new way that people are using to dye their eyebrows. And currently, I sometimes dye my eyebrows. I do fill them in most days, but if I have time, I also will dye them using the Just for Men mustache and beard dye. Now, I've only purchased this once, and since like you only have to do your eyebrows, I've used this multiple times. It's probably technically expired. I've had it for years, but it's still working. It's still kicking and there's still a decent amount left because it's meant for like a whole beard and mustache, and since I'm just doing my little eyebrows, like it was well worth the purchase. However, I am still interested to see if this new method is going to work as well, because I do have a lot of this product sitting around I could use for this. I don't know if I've even said it so far, but using self-tanner as eyebrow tint. So I have a host of self-tanner videos. If you want to check them out, I do have a playlist. But I've never used it to dye hair. And I mean, I guess it makes sense. I feel like especially if you have lighter hair, it would really add a lot. In the video I saw, they left it on for like several hours. I'm going to leave it on overnight and see how it looks. So basically it just works the same way you would with any other tint. You just put it over where your natural hairs are, or I guess where you want it to dye. I don't know if I want to get any of this like on my skin to try and make my eyebrows look larger than they are, like extend the tail, if you know what I mean. I'm just gonna like go over what hairs I already have, and then hopefully it dyes it overnight, and tomorrow I have some pop-in eyebrows. So the self-tanner I'm going to try it with is the darkest one I have. It's the Be Tan Fake It Till You Make It. This is in shade dark, and this is a 1 hour self-tan mousse. I tended to leave it on for longer when I was just doing it on my skin, so I think wearing this overnight will probably be good. And this doesn't come off too orange, so I think that'll be a good shade for my brows. If this specific one doesn't work out, I will try one of the other several self-tanners that I have. So that's the good thing, is that I have like a lot to types I can try. So yeah, that is what I'm gonna be doing for this video today. I would really appreciate if you could give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this, and let's get to when my face is void of makeup. All right, my face is washed, and now you can see the breakouts that have been happening recently out of nowhere. So I have a little small angled brush that I'm going to use to apply this. I don't feel like getting up to get an eyebrow brush, so I'm using the brush from the beard dye to brush my eyebrows up. I'm just gonna take some on the back of my hand. See, like that's how dark it comes out. That alone is gonna be probably enough. So I'm gonna take that. Maybe don't put it on the back of your hand because it's sliding down. I have coated all of the hairs, so you can tell the difference clearly. And I'm hoping that this will dry kind of quickly, since typically it dries enough on your skin for you to be able to put on clothes. I'm guessing it might take a little bit longer on the hair, but it'll like hopefully be dry enough so when I go to sleep it doesn't transfer on my pillowcase. Because I don't believe I've had issues with this product transferring on my sheets if I put it on like at night. That easy. I did try to add like a little bit more shape to my eyebrows so that this could get on some like the really blonde hairs, like the peach fuzz I have on my face. I'm hoping this dyes them so my eyebrows look a little bit thicker, because they do kind of look sparse. Is that a word? Sparse? When I don't have them filled in. I guess now I am going to go wash my hands so that I don't have a stripe on my hand tomorrow. Wash the brush. I will let you know tomorrow morning how it looks, how long it took to dry, but I'm very excited. All right, so it is the next day. We're about to do an eyebrow reveal. So I will put a side by side of what my eyebrows looked like last night and how they look today. This is without any additional product on them. I do think it gave my eyebrows some extra thickness and depth. You can probably notice that there is a bit of an orange hue to them, which I am not a fan of. And I wasn't expecting it with this self-tanner that I used. But in person, I don't think it looks that off, only like when I really get close. And even though I tint my eyebrows, I typically still wear a product to like make my eyebrows a little bit more filled in where I don't have hair. So I can always use that to blend the color in more. But I do think it did a good job. Aside from the shade difference, it did about the same job that the Just for Men mustache and beard dye did. I will also be testing to see how long this lasts. Since this is like a dye, it's meant to last through multiple washes, whereas this is meant to fade, you know, over the course of a couple days on your skin. So I imagine on your hair, it's not gonna last very long. For my purposes, that might actually be good because then I can try out a couple other self-tanners for this video so you can see how they look. I waited about 45 minutes to an hour last night before I actually like went to bed and put my head on my pillow, so I gave it like extra time to dry. And nothing did come off, nothing is on my pillow. I didn't notice anything budged or like smeared on my face when I woke up. I'm guessing this will also work the same way if you want to build up self-tanner on your skin. You can apply it the following day on it. I don't think I need to, but if you have like really dark hair and you don't get the darkness that you want the first time, I think you could definitely build it up and it would probably work the same. So I'm not upset about this. I do want to test out the other ones to see if we can get a less warmer toned, especially since I have pink in my hair right now, but definitely not bad. And for something that I already own, not having to go out and purchase a new product. All right, I am back. So I would say that the tint from the B-Tan lasted a good 3 to 4 days. So it's not as long-term as, say, the Just for Men, but that's as expected. Since the B-Tan did end up being a little bit warmer than I liked, I am going to be testing out a couple more. I'm going to be doing something that it might be a little risky, but I'm going to try one on this eyebrow and another on this eyebrow. I don't feel like they're gonna end up looking the same, but if I need to just like put on a ton of brow gel and stuff to cover it up, I'll do that because I don't want to wait like the 4 days for one to completely wear off and then try this one. I need to get this video up because I'm slacking. This one is the Beauty by Earth Self Tanner Mousse. It's a buildable tanning foam, so I feel like this is not going to be as dark as this one. Ulta Beauty Express Tinted Mousse Ultra Dark. So both of these I'm going to apply and then sleep with it on. I'm gonna let it dry and then see how it looks overnight. I'm gonna be using the same brush that I used for the others, and I'm gonna do the Beauty by Earth on my right, your left. Oh, shoot. I forgot this doesn't have a color guard. I believe the Ulta one does. Really just hoping for the best, I guess. I thought I remembered this one having a color guard, but clearly I'm thinking of something else. So I hope this works. But I am trying to like brush up and down to make sure that I get all of the hairs. So there it is, doesn't look different right now. Now for the Ulta, this one does have a color guard. It's gonna wipe off the excess from the brush. You definitely don't need this much. This is just like how much is popping out. All right, I'm done. I definitely look interesting. So I will see you in the morning and hope I don't look absolutely insane. All right, so I washed it off, washed my face, and they are a lot closer in color than I was anticipating. I really was expecting this eyebrow to look super, super dark and this just to look normal. I must say, I actually like this side better that didn't have the color guard. I feel like it looks a little bit more natural and less orange than this one. Just like a little bit better, but they don't look too different, honestly. Like I would still probably add brow product to make them look a little bit more even, but I'm like happy with how they turned out. It is in general just pulling warmer than I want for my eyebrows. However, if I'm already gonna be putting brow product over it, it's not as big of a deal. And I'm wondering if it has nothing to do with these self-tanners, and more so to do with how my hair is reacting to the tanner. Since it's not intended for hair, it's intended for skin, I wonder if that's just how all or majority of them are gonna work out, is that they will pull warmer. I'm curious, since this isn't like an actual dye going on my eyebrows, like this was a dye, if my hair just naturally pulls warmer with whatever ingredients are in self-tanners, like whatever ingredient works to tan your skin or whatever, maybe my hair just pulls warm and there's nothing I can do about that. But overall, I'm still happy with how it turned out. This is a cheaper and easier way if you already do have self-tanner. The Just for Men dye is not very expensive, so if you don't have anything, I would just go with that. But if you already have self-tanner, you're like me and you have a bunch and you want to use them up, I'd say just go for it. Try it out. If you need it darker, you could even do it double nights, like I did it last night, and I could put it on again this night to get a darker color. Like I said earlier, it lasts 3 to 4 days, which is decent for like how often I put stuff on my face and wash my face. I don't expect it to last much longer than that either way, because even when I put self-tanner on my face, it doesn't tend to last longer than 3 to 4 days because I wash my face twice a day. I put all kinds of products on it that just break down the tan naturally. So yeah, I'd say this is a great option if you already have self-tanning products, but I wouldn't go out and buy self-tanner just for this purpose. It's another cool little way to tint your eyebrows, and if you're also looking for something less permanent or less long-lasting than an actual dye, it is a good option. This isn't permanent because all dye washes out eventually. That does last a couple weeks, a few weeks, compared to something that lasts just a few days. Okay, so quickly I just wanted to show you what my eyebrows looked like with the self-tanner on it, but also an eyebrow pencil to kind of darken it up and make it look a little bit less warm toned, which I think it did a good job. And the addition of these two, I think it looks fine. If you can tell me if it looks like way off, but I feel like once I add the brow pencil, that toned down the warm tone and it looks a lot closer to my natural hair color. If you disagree, please do put that in the comments. But overall, I'm decently happy with how this turned out. I would probably still opt to use this because I still have a good amount left. But if I eventually run out of this and I don't want to repurchase it, I could see myself maybe trying this again. I will link all the self-tanners that I used in the description box below, as well as this tint if you watch this video and you decided, no, I'm just gonna buy the dye. Leave any questions below if you have them. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support, and I will hopefully see you in the next video.